Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out XLM's price chart, and I think still probably a lot actually is going according to what we said in the previous videos. Now, if you remember, the last time that we talked about XLM, we were right around here, and the idea was that, at least according to our primary case, odds are we are having something like an ABC and not a 5-wave off of the lows, indicating, you know what, maybe our move down is not over yet, and maybe we should consider some sort of having from these areas. By the way, this is on Coinbase's chart, which in it we don't really have those insane shadows right around this region that we got in Binance. So I do think this is actually like a much better chart to consider. And based on this thing, I was like, well, okay, maybe we are on our way to complete the subwaves for A, B, C, D, E, a triangular structure. And in terms of the subwaves, we're gonna have basically ABCs in every single wave. There we go. ABC up into C, ABC down into wave D. And this is our final ABC into wave E. And let's go on the live chart. Okay, so as you can see, in the recent phase up in XLM, we actually did take this important high. And now, if you still insist on considering a triangular structure in here, I guess you should say maybe this is like an A, B, C zigzag. And what is going on right in here? Did we take this low or not? Right now, at least not yet. So there is a chance that we're going to have something like this. Maybe this is going to be a move up in form of an ABC zigzag, and this is going to be also another ABC on the downside, and on a higher degree, starting from this important low in XLM, maybe these are the subwaves for a triangular structure, and then we can expect another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave on the downside. Now, why do I ideally want to see a move down? And notice I said in an ideal scenario, because you see, the fact that we got these bounces, maybe it's not that bad. However, I don't really believe that right in here we do have like a whole lot of strong supports. No, in fact, the best important support area that we are allowed to consider around the current price action, it's actually going to be this one down here between 25.5 to about 27.5 cents. Essentially, you can expect something like a 10% move on the downside. And then if we see some strong reaction off of this important level, and by a strong reaction, I think you all know what I mean, right? I'm talking about having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we get this thing off of this level, that actually could make a great argument for the bottom finally being in on XLM. But based on what I'm seeing right now, I think it's a little bit too soon to be jumping into any kind of bullish conclusion, especially from the current point. Let's have a move down, and then we are going to make new updates and see where are we going to go from there. Now, is there a chance that I am right? The answer, absolutely. Of course, there's a chance that I'm right, because I'm not really that stupid. I have been humbled by the market so many times. So I fully realize that I don't really know a whole lot. The market does what it does. I'm just here to analyze it, and I am only here to get it right 6 out of 10 times. Now, having said all that though, in like very short time, I do have my doubts about whether we are looking bullish or not. Let's go around here. You see, if you want to say in terms of Elliott waves, we're gonna have our final low around here. Maybe this is like a very important support. Okay, fair enough. Show me off of the lowest low in here, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order for me to flip bullish. And if I just go on the live chart, first things first, what do you see in here? A rather strong move down. So maybe this is an impulse. This seems to be a correction structure, and maybe soon we are going to have in XLM another move on the downside. But that's not really the main point. You see, when we go on 5-minute time frame, and by the way, in my own time, I rarely go on such lower time frames. This is just for the sake of educational purposes, so I'm thinking it's fine. Okay. Here's the thing, in my view, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up to about here into maybe a larger degree wave 3 correction for 4, another move up into wave 5. So far we established that this is a 5 wave up. Also in here, I think we are having a correction structure, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, doesn't really matter. And in my view, this is also yet another 1, 2, 3, for 5 wave on the upside, and the end of our waveform can be right in here, maybe something like an ABCDE, a triangular structure. So what happened? We essentially have two sets of 5 waves on the upside with a correction structure between them. So who knows, maybe these are the subwaves for just an ABC zigzag and not a complete 5 wave. And this ABC zigzag sort of kind of got confirmed in my view when we got this strong move down, and in it we took the low of our wave B. So here's the bottom line. I think in XLM, even off of the recent low, about 29 cents region, we are having a corrective movement on the upside and not an impulse, suggesting what? Yes, probably soon our move down is going to continue, and from here we can at least expect something like a 5 to 7% move on the downside. But in an ideal scenario, again, I told you, I don't really mind if I see something like this, maybe like some more chopping around and then a move down, maybe like a 10 to 12% move down, in order to at least get to about the higher band of this important support around, let's say, 27.5 cents. If we do this, contrary to popular belief, I actually believe this is going to be a very optimistic sign, suggesting, you know what, maybe the bottom is in, and that scenario will get more credibility if from this level, again, I'm gonna say it, we have a very strong bounce in form of a 5 wave. If we see a 5 wave off of this level, it is going to be so hard to be optimistic, because I'm always going to, in the back of my mind, have this important region as an area of significance that maybe in XLM one day we are going to get to here. So again, being bullish, if we want to get a move up from the current point, is going to be a little bit tough. But you know, once more, the market does what it does. We're just here to analyze it. And at least right now, let me just say this. My primary count is not really a bullish one, suggesting this is our final low. My primary scenario does actually suggest that probably soon we are going to continue our move down. And the question is, do indicators also support this count? Let's zoom in more on weekly time frame. Okay, so first things first. In here, we did have a green candlestick, which wasn't that bad. However, right now, it seems like the body of the current weekly candle is completely covering the previous candlestick. So essentially, you can say maybe this is a bit of a bearish engulfing. Overall, let me just say this. In terms of candlestick patterns, this is really not a good one, suggesting bears still are sort of kind of powerful. Now, in terms of indicators, okay, let's just bring MACD up. There we go. As you can see, yes, unfortunately, we still have sell signals in these two indicators, which is really not what you want to see. But again, let's not please lose sight of the fact that in XLM, in SOC RSI, we are around the oversold region. So this does suggest that soon, not necessarily right now, but soon, bears are running out of power. And I'm really hoping that they are going to run out of power when we get to this important support area. So in weekly charts, maybe it's a little bit too soon to be completely bullish. And how about daily time frame? Okay, so we do have a buy signal in MACD, but number one, seems like if we get like a bit of a red candle, we may see a sell signal in here. And point number two, in SOC RSI, we already have one right in here. So maybe, again, this also suggests we should be a bit more patient and careful in XLM. And I don't really believe that we are going to get like a strong moves on the downside. No, just give me a 10% move followed by a great reaction off of this level. And at that point, I am pretty much going to be as bullish as it gets. But right now, I'm just going to be a bit more patient. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in XLM. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.